Hello, hello. Thank you to everyone who's turned up. I know I am later than usual, and I know that I have missed a couple of Facebook Lives recently. My work has been a bit crazy, and today was a very unexpected trip. It was all last minute, so I didn't get a chance to record something in advance. And I wasn't actually expecting to be back tonight. I thought I was going to be having to stay over, but here I am, and my flight got in, and so we are slightly later than normal, but we are here. I have got a really, really cute Christmas card to show you. I haven't got the finished one here because I made them as swaps for a team event I was taking part in. But I thought I would show you how I made it. It's a cool fun fold, and it's using some of the products out of the new autumn winter catalogue. So let's get to it. So let's flip this round and let's put the lights on because it is definitely winter now and it's definitely dark and miserable outside. A quick hello to everyone who's watching on YouTube or who's watching on catch up. Thank you very much for supporting me and watching, and I hope you enjoy this card tonight. Right, so the stamps that we're using is this particular stamp set here. It's the Frozen Edges stamp set, and I'm going to be using the coordinating dies as well, which is the Frozen Edges dies. The one specifically that I'm going to be using is the Snowflake one of this, which is a really, really cool die. So I hope you like this. We're going to start off by cutting out the pieces that we need, and we're going to start with a Night of Navy card base. So I'm trimming this to 14.8, so it's half of A4, and let's just move that out of the way, and I'm going to score it at 10.5. So we're starting off with a very normal, traditional sized C6 card blank. Okay, nice and easy to begin with. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it in and I'm going to trim it at 3.4 centimeters from the center out here like so, and then I'm going to flip it over and do it again at 3.4 centimeters. So now what I have is a card that's got a flap in the centre and two flaps at the side. Okay, so that's the first bit I need. Now I need some basic white pieces. So I'm going to take these to 10 centimetres. And first of all, I need 4 pieces that measure 2.9. So I'm just going to cut these. In fact, it's easier doing it up to the top. And once I've cut one, I'm just going to check that it's the right size. It should fit onto this panel here nicely, and it does. So 2.9 centimeters. 1, 2, and 4. Then the piece in the middle, I'm just going to check my measurements on this. Yeah, so I want this to be 10 centimeters by 7.5, and this should fit in my portion in the center. Okay, so these pieces fit onto the flaps and that piece is there, so it's 10 by 7.5. I want another piece inside, but this time I'm going to do it 10 centimeters by 8, so it's going to be slightly larger than the front piece, but all will make sense when you see it. Okay, this is one of these trust the process type moments. Okay. Other pieces that I need, I've actually got these pre-cut. So I've got a piece of balmy blue that is 5 centimeters by 14.8. That's going to go along there. I'm just going to have all my pieces ready. So I've got one of these. So one is, as I say, one is 7.5 and one is 8. The one that is 7.5, I'm going to put that in my embossing folder. So I'm surprised nobody said hello yet. I normally get at least somebody saying hi. If you are there, please do say hello. Maybe it's all just a bit late for everyone. Maybe nobody is watching, but you know what? Even if you're not, people might watch it on catch up, so it'll be fine. I've literally just off a plane, and once I've done my Facebook Live, I'm going to go and have my dinner because I'm quite hungry. I'm quite tired, but I'm here. I'm here doing the Facebook Live for you lovely lot, and I hope you like this card. So this is using the Falling Softly embossing folder on the piece that's 7.5 by 10. And then while I've got this out, I'm going to do my die cut piece. So I'm going to use, this is just about the full, oops, sorry, let me show it here. It's just about the full length of the die. I'm just going to line it up along the bottom, so it goes all the way along the bottom like that. I'm going to put it into my die cutting machine, and I'm putting it slightly at an angle. Dies that are long strips like this will cut better if you have it slightly at an angle rather than putting it in flush. And I'm going to run that all the way through. Right. This piece, once I've cut it out, I'm going to carefully peel it off, and then there's a whole load of bits that I need to poke out. So this is one of those dies that maybe you're thinking, Emma, this is a really intricate die. Should you have used embossing? Should you have used adhesive sheets on the back first? And that's a good thing to think if you're going to be sticking this down completely flat, but I'm not. I'm going to be sticking this a little bit differently, so it is okay that I didn't use the embossing sheets, but I am going to poke out all of those little pieces. Isn't that pretty? It's a really pretty snowflake edge. Okay, so I have my embossed piece, and I have my die cut piece, and I have my card blank. Next thing I'm going to do is do my stamping. So first of all, I'm going to stamp in, what am I going to stamp in first? I'm going to stamp in Balmy Blue. And I'm going to use this lovely snowflake piece here. Haven't put the stickers on it yet. And I'm going to be really clever, and I'm going to stamp both of these strips in the one go. So I'm going to line them up close next to each other. I'm going to do stamp along the top like that. I'm going to do one there like that, and then that one there like that. So I now have two strips that are stamped in Balmy Blue. For the piece that is 10 by 8, I'm just going to stamp a little bit of these snowflakes just on the bottom corners. This will make more sense in a minute, so don't worry too much about that. Then I'm going to use my Night of Navy for the other two strips. So let's wipe this off. Still nobody watching or nobody commenting? Maybe you are there and you're just shy. If so, that's okay. I don't mind. I'm going to do this with the Night of Navy and just do exactly the same as I did the other two. So I'm going to line them up close and do one big stamp along the top, and then One on there like that. One on there like that. It's because I'm doing it at a different time, isn't it? You're all too used to coming here at 7:30. It is Wednesday today, isn't it? I have got the right day. I've been up since 4:30 this morning, so my brain is somewhat addled. If somebody said to me at this point, no Emma, it's actually Thursday, I probably wouldn't be that surprised. Right. I'm using the sentiment again from this stamp set here, Snuggle Up and Hope for Snow. And I'm going to put that on my piece that is 8 centimetres by 10 centimetres. Check that I've got it the right way up. Stamp that in the centre. Like that. And then just on this little strip that I've got, I'm going to ink up again, and I just want the top part of this sentiment. It's just the snuggle up part that I want done. So let's clean off my stamp as I go. I'm going to use my scissors just to snip this sentiment. I would normally use a trimmer for this, but we're just doing this to be straightforward. And I'm going to split these words up as well, so I've just got the snuggle and the up like that. Right, we have got all of our components now. Oh, there is one other piece that I've got. So this is a bit of our white glimmer card, which I have cut to 1/2 inch by 14.8. So now that I've got all my pieces, we're going to start to assemble our card. So first things first, we're going to do the front. And so I'm taking my piece that's got my embossed snowflakes on it and my trusty Tombow. And that's going to go in the center panel of my card blank that I cut out earlier. Okay. So I've got that there like that. Then I'm going to take my 2 balmy blue strips and I'm going to glue them on either side. Like so. I do love balmy blue and night of navy as a Christmas combo. I think it's very frosty, very wintry. So there we go. So I've got the stamped snowflakes at the side and the embossed piece in the center. Next, I want to do these pieces as well. Now, the best way to get these positioned right is to put down that center flap and then stick these into the center of the bits that are left. Okay, so these are my Night of Navy stamped strips. I'm just going to do it sideways because I find that's the easiest way to do it. First one side and then the other. The beauty, of course, of doing with snowflakes is there is no right or wrong way up. Snowflakes fall in all directions, so it's perfectly fine. Okay, so now I've got my Night of Navy snowflake stuck there. Now I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put this one here. Now, remember how I said this one is slightly larger than the other one? This one goes down and has the Night of Navy on either side. If you cut this piece the same size as this piece then your night of navy bits of the centre will look too wide. So you need to have that inner piece just being half a centimetre big. So the one on the outside is 7.5, the one on the inside is 8. And it just fits in to that slot. Line it up with your 2 strips top and bottom and have that gap in between each of them. And it just looks better. Okay, you're just gonna have to trust me on that one. Okay, so I've got my stamped inner and then I've got my outer piece here as well. This is where things start to get a little interesting. Okay, I'm going to take my balmy blue strip that I've die cut and I'm going to put glue along the bottom and I'm going to stick this onto it so that there is a bit of an overlap. Okay, so it's probably about halfway, so you can see a little bit of the glimmer shining through the bottom pieces, but you've got maybe about 1/4 inch showing along the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to press that down, and then what I want to do is, right, I'm going to glue this piece onto the front here, but I'm only gluing it on the side flaps. All right, so bit of glue along the bottom, bit of glue along the bottom and up the side as well, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Right, and then you're going to stick these down. Do you know what? One of the smarter ways to do this is to open it up and do it like that. Okay, so one side goes on first and then the other side. Make sure you've got it lined up. This is where Tombow is really the best glue to use because it's very forgiving, you can move it around as needed, and you're sticking it down just to those 2 outer pieces here. Okay, and then this is the effect that you get. All right, little finishing touches. So we've got our little snuggle up words. I'm just going to put again more Tombow on the back, and I'm going to add these onto that central piece in the middle. Being quite generous with Tombow because I'm gluing on top of an embossed panel, so it's raised. You want to be quite generous with your Tombow, but then press it down into place and don't move it around too much. You know, let it just dry and stick there. And then I need some bling. Of course I need bling. These are the iridescent pearls, the basic jewels, and I'm going to add these to the center of the snowflakes down the left and the right hand sides. And I'm also going to add to the snowflakes at the center here on my balmy blue panel along the front. So I'm not going wild, just adding in a few. This is definitely a less is more type situation. So, and there we go. So this is your snuggle up card. So opens up with the snowflakes falling on the front, and then you have your embossed snowflake panel there, and then your snuggle up and hope for snow sentiment inside and the panel for you to write on. And there we go. That is tonight's card. I hope you like it. I hope this has worked, because normally at least somebody says something. So maybe there's nobody there. Maybe there's been a glitch with the sound. I hope you are there, and I hope you've seen it, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. I hope you've had a lovely evening, and I shall see you next time. Take care, everyone.